For some people, the holidays are the greatest time of the year. But for others, it can also be a source of stress and grief. The pressure of getting that perfect gift for your loved one or the reminder that a loved one isn't around for the holidays can certainly be devastating for a lot of people.
Psychotherapist and author of the book It's Grief, The Dance of Self-Discovery Through Trauma and Loss, Edy Nathan joins us now to talk about this. This is, one of the times of year that not only do you think about the people you have with you, but you think about the people that you lost, right?
Yes.
The milestones missed, because you do this retrospective on the year and that sort of thing. So I want to talk about this study by Healthline. It says 62% of people reported being stressed over the holidays. Why is this time of year so difficult for so many?
Expectation. And we also live in a world now where there's social media and everybody looks like they're having a blast. And, it's kind of curious that people look like they're having a blast, but if they're taking the time out to post, how present are they?
Right.
And the lack of presence actually creates a sense of grief and loss.
Yeah. One of the things that I've always found fascinating about studies like this, in the book, your book deals with this, is the concept that just because it's a particular time of the year, that is somehow reflective of the life that you're living or not living, right? It's just any other day in the year. The idea, it's always astonishing to me that we make a point of giving thanks on Thanksgiving and sharing, enjoy on Christmas, when you should kind of be doing that all year round anyway. You don't need a signpost to do that. And yet people feel depressed and sad around these arbitrary days that have been decided by, a lot of times, greeting card companies.
Yeah, it's the hallmark. Yeah, and you're right. And what's hard is people don't understand it's the tiny moments that count, that we need to really be aware of how we're going to take care of ourselves. So one of the things that you can do is mark a calendar. Look at the year. What are going to be triggers for you? Maybe the holidays are going to be triggers. And if that's a trigger for you, make sure you've got plans. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you've reached out to friends or family. If family's an issue, and family can be an issue for so many people, right? Yeah. So if you're like, it's not working, then do something for yourself. Go to a yoga retreat, exercise, make yourself a friend celebration. You have the resilience to do that.
I think that's great. Often we're so busy though, and we sort of fail to notice that other people are struggling. Or sometimes people, they struggle in silence. You don't notice little things like them withdrawing. What should we be looking out for?
It's a great question, because it is the looking out. It's taking your eyes off of your media and saying, what do I see? And actually, media might be a really good cue. All of a sudden, they stop communicating. They stop texting. They're not Snapchatting anymore. So, okay, so maybe something is really going on here. Their clothing is different than it's been. They're not wearing makeup, or they're wearing too much makeup, because sometimes that makeup is a mask. And it's like, okay, I'm going to look even better, but really inside, they're dying. They're really in pain.
So what should you do if you notice someone in your family or a loved one or somebody you care about going through something like this?
So you want to approach them carefully, okay? Just, hey, I'm going to have a few people over. Why don't you come on over? Or maybe you bring some dinner. Or maybe you say, I'm going to go for a walk, because exercise helps the brain and really can help the people. It's the limbic system. It's where emotions live. And our brain is so plastic. We've got the ability to actually change the way that we feel. So partner with somebody and make that a resolution of that partnership.
I think that's great advice. And what you said sort of right at the beginning about sort of the lack of presence that we're sort of experiencing life through our cell phones as we think about this would be a great Instagram image. I think, if you're present, then that feeling, that memory can lift you later on. But if you were only half there because you're too busy trying to get your camera in focus, you're not going to get the full benefit of that experience long term,
That's right. Yeah. The phone is like you're once removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book is called It's Grief, The Dance of Self-Discovery Through Trauma and Loss. Thank you, Edy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.